Welcome back to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy.
I'm Tim.
I'm Rod.
And today we're doing another top 5 video to follow up our top 5 disappointing games. Now we're going to do our top 5
games.
Top 5 games. So the only stipulations we put on this video was that it would be top 5 games that we have reviewed.
Exactly.
Right? So we wanted to make sure, and mainly so we could throw up some links and you could click those and go watch our review.
Watch our videos.
Watch it. So we'll talk real briefly just about each one of our top 5 videos, and then we'll put up links to those and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Without further ado, top 5 board games.
Worst drum roll ever.
I know.
He's like,
Top 5. Number 5. Top 5 game.
number 5 is going to be for me, Mice and Mystics.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love this game. Not just the theme where you're playing the Mouse Warrior and everything, which
Yeah.
it was kind of cool because everything was downsized. You're playing against bugs and everything, and I thought it was really interesting. It pulled you in, but they did a great job with the story. You know, they had the whole. Every mission had a huge story and why you're doing it and why the everything was placed out the way it was, and you had like a little side mission that you can accomplish. So I really liked it.
Artwork was really good too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was such a cool theme. I mean, to play that out. So, okay, top 5 for me would be Alien Frontiers. Okay, so I love this game. I love the artwork. I love the feel of this game. I love the dice, and I love rolling dice.
Even the new dice, right?
Even the new dice, my rocket blimps that I bought, my rocket dice that I got. But I love everything about it. I remember I was enamored when I first got the game out. I love everything about it, and the victory points and controlling the area control on the planet, the race to get all of your colonies settled.
The little sorry bubbles.
Yeah, sorry. It's the only component I'm not a fan of, but everything else.
They should have popped when you pushed it.
And all the people. But anyways, I love Alien Frontiers.
My number 5 is a game that's a classic.
Ooh.
It's been around for 30 years.
30
years. It has spawned off video games.
It's got to be in his
Tons of books. Hopefully a movie someday. And yes, it is Battletech.
Battletech.
Now, Battletech would be number 1 if it wasn't for my group that I play with, who are haters.
Yeah.
But
I think all you play with is your kids now.
oh, they don't play.
They don't even play.
Yeah. So again, Battletech's number 5. Love it. Great battles with it and stuff. Excellent game.
Oh, cool. Number
Horrible
5.
miniatures.
What's that?
What?
All right, here we go.
Go time, mister.
Number 4. Here we go. Top 4 game is.
All right, for me, number 4 is the D&D board games.
Oh, okay.
Put them all on there.
Yeah.
Temple of Elemental Evil, Wrath of a Shardlon, all of them. For me, it was great because you got to go in there, you got the random boards, you're dungeon diving and everything, and you got your little quest group and stuff. And this is how, especially Temple of Elemental Evil, because they kept getting better and better.
Each one.
And then that one, they started using 5th edition, which weird was because it worked better than 4th edition, which 4th edition to me felt like that's what they made it for, was board games and stuff. But 5th edition worked better, and it had a great rule set, and it just played fun. It was just a fun way to play it with all the traps and everything. So to me, all those, number 4.
Number 4. For me, number 4 is Dead of Winter. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that one got up high on the list.
Higher than probably should have.
Well, I just like, now see, I'm an anti-zombie theme, right? Like, I just don't like that. But for me, it was more the co-op feel of trying to play out these stories. And then to me, I just enjoyed the whole managing the problem. You know, it's like Robinson Crusoe, where you've got a situation, here's a scenario, and I've got to survive. There's something about that. And then going from here to there, and you had your characters with the special abilities, and you get the cards. There's just something about that. And then obviously the crossroads feature in that game was the best to me, because every round you're trying to pull something and seeing what, happens that round, and did the stars align and something bad happened just then, that kind of thing. So for me, even though it's a new game, and maybe I'll get some criticism from you guys on that, but it rose to the top because I really enjoy it.
All right. So mine is X-Wing Miniatures game. It's an outstanding game. I think the miniatures are fantastic. And considering that it's Fantasy Flight, the miniatures are actually reasonably priced if you think about it,
Especially
especially compared to
how much chunk of plastic
right
is
compared
used
to and they're painted nicely.
Yeah.
Compared to Imperial
Good
Assault, they
details.
don't paint them. They don't.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but
Yeah, hadn't thought about that.
I like the way it plays out. You can play small wars, big wars, and everyone who just takes a look at it, it's like, oh, they want to play the game. It's just outstanding. So that's number 4 for me.
Well, cool. All right, moving on. We're going quick here. Number 3.
Number 3 for me. This one's probably going to get some disagreement from the table.
Bring it.
Betrayal at House on the Hill. This is a game that plays through the story of the story that you're making, right? You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the story's going to be until you investigate. It plays out just like a horror movie. I mean, in the end, one of the people, or maybe the game itself, will just be the bad guy. And to me, this just played out great. I played it like so many times. It may be the most played one on my list.
Really? Yeah.
And I played with all my gaming groups.
Wow.
So... And
including us,
the
right?
The pieces hold up for you and everything, all right?
Sure, yeah. We did have to. We put some cardstock behind it.
I think,
to really
and I don't want to go too long on this, but I think the Mansions of Madness is the good version of that game.
And they're not anywhere similar to
Not the same thing. Okay. All right, number 3. That's what we're on, right? Number 3 for me is Survive Escape from Atlantis. So have y'all played that? It's an old school. This is like a 30-year-old game, and there's an island, and you're on the island. You got your meeples, and the island is sinking, and you have to get your meeples onto these boats. And then there's whales and sharks, and it is a backstabbing game, but it's not like, oh, I can't believe you did that to me. It's I'm going to get you back kind of stuff. And so anybody I've ever played this game with instantly wants to play it again. It's a classic. There's a reason you're still talking about it 30 years later because it's a fun game. So
They did a reprint of it, didn't they? Recently?
Yeah, multiple. Yeah, they've done a few.
All right. Mine, number 3 is, everyone's going to love this one too, Imperial Assault.
Hey!
2 games in one.
Oh, okay.
Value.
The core game. He's talking about
just the core game. Right.
So every time I've played the game, on the most part, it's been very enjoyable.
Yeah.
The game's enjoyable. The pieces look fantastic. It is Star Wars, and we can just right there gives it an extra bump in the grade. It's a great game. I just enjoy it. I can see where it's going to go in the future with some stuff, but right now I'm very happy with the game. Price-wise, again, you're right, expensive, but I do enjoy the game.
All right, cool. All right, that was number 3, right?
Yep.
All right, moving on. Number 2.
Number 2. All right, for me, number 2 is, these are going to be 2 games that are fairly similar, just different themes. It's Memoir 44 and Battlelore.
Oh, okay.
Because they use the command and color system. And for me, this is like, it works itself out like it's an intro to wargaming, but to me, it's advanced enough that even wargamers want to still sit there and play it, even after they've been introduced to wargaming. So, to me, I always liked it. It's a game that just plays out simply.
Simple, yeah.
But there's so much more depth on the board.
Yeah, totally. I love that one too. Okay, 2 for me is Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. So
one you've been keeping secret.
Away from
I need to give you the cases we haven't done or we have done.
To play the game.
So, but this one I love because of the whole aspect to it. It's not like a typical game that's a board and dice and all that kind of stuff, but it's a thinky game. And sometimes I want that, Sometimes I want to just sit around and talk and relax and when the kids go to bed and there's no chaos and you can just sit around and do. I'm saving the game for holidays and special family get-togethers, so it would be real thematic for us and real. I don't know. Anyway, so I just really, really love that game. So.
Very good. What number are we on? 3?
2.
All right.
We're keeping that in.
Number 2.
You have a C on your list.
Descent.
Oh.
Version 2. Good call. Now, obviously, I picked the Imperial Assault as number 3. So the reason that it takes top above that is because, first of all, we can play solo or not play. We can play together against against the card version because they have three or four adventures there. And now they've actually got it set up so that now we're going to be able to input everything that I own from the game.
Yeah, that's right.
And the computer will actually operate as the bad guy.
Yeah.
So that would.
It's not operational yet. We haven't play tested this.
Right.
So
exactly.
But you will.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have to. Right, pay too much money for the stuff. So, anyway, number 2, Descent.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Number
Big
one.
Number 1, huh?
Yeah, number 1.
All right. For this one, I basically did 3 games in one because they are similar in the core of the game.
We're just lumping everything. All the D&D games. These
like,
are 3 in 1.
These tied because they are the same core system. It's going to be Mansions of Madness, Descent, and Imperial Assault.
Oh.
They have that same basic gameplay in there. Each one has its own special theme and its own little catch, with the game. And to me, I loved all of them equally for that aspect. And
I'll let you go with that. I didn't throw my 2 together. But anyway.
they were so similar, and they just tied up. So
Okay, for me, this is one that you guys haven't played at all, but not my number 1 game.
It was Catan.
he keeps saying once we were like he wouldn't play with us.
It's not. I know that's shocking. It's not Catan though. Is the Voyages of Marco Polo, and so that's one that I played that I absolutely love. Everything about it. I love it's got special characters that have special abilities that seem completely unbalanced when you first start playing, but then you learn how to utilize them. You're traveling around the board. It's like Alien Frontiers, which was my 5, right? But like Alien Frontiers on crack, and so you're like, it's more than that, but I'm a Euro guy, so I love that whole feel and of the wooden bits, and you're just doing things, and you use this special ability to get these things so that you can go there and do that. I'm just totally into that. So Voyages of Marco Polo.
All right. My number 1.
You can't do your own drum roll.
You got to. Especially it goes theme of the game anyway. Spartacus. Now, this game... So first of all, my whole introduction to the game was the best introduction possible. Gen Con 3 years ago, I believe. The guy who was running the game was just a fanatic. And he was like you were just... there in an arena. The way he had us going, he was in that time period and everything. He could be wearing a costume, right? And it was so much fun to play, and we took it home, and he kept fun every time.
Telling us stuff to do, too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you could totally not do that. You could hurt him with this. And
exactly.
You could betray this guy. And you're like, oh.
I mean, the game is wrong at so many levels.
It is.
It's an adult game.
There's some inappropriate
there's inappropriate, but there's inappropriate just what you're doing, because you're always backstabbing each other. But the game is so much fun. I mean, this is where we've got Jimmy the Rat.
Jimmy the Rat.
Okay?
You do what you got to do, people.
You don't got to do that.
And it is the more
I almost won.
play with as many people as possible. 6 is the maximum right now. Play with 6 is a blast.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so that's our top 50 games that we love. Thanks. We also have a top 5 disappointing video that you can check out. It's online right now.
And when it comes to that disappointing one, I wouldn't pay attention to the guy at the other end of the table there.
So check that out. Let us know what you think. Tell us your top 5 games in the comments. Let us know where you would rank maybe top 5 videos that we've done. Let us know that kind of thing. So
and why Rod was completely wrong.
Battletech. So, all right. Thanks for watching the Board Game Closet. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe and like our channel. And as always,
support local hobby shop.
Yeah. I forgot I was wearing it.